So we look back now at the entire slate of games. It was a ridiculous Sunday. We all enjoyed it. Monday night, the good teams played great. Let's just leave it at that. But who showed us the most in week 2? There was a whole pile of teams to pick from.
Yeah, we love to talk about them in the offseason, in the preseason. I'm going with the Dallas Cowboys. They showed me the most in week 2. Lost the face of the franchise in Dak Prescott. Michael Gallup's not playing. They lost Tyron Smith. He's not playing. He's due to injury. And we all said the Cowboys are through. And they came out in week 2, and they beat the defending AFC champs. And a lot of it, Micah Parsons and that defense. Micah Parsons has 4 sacks already through 2 weeks, and that doesn't even add all the pressure, QB hits, and everything that he has done for this defense. Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush.
Talk about Cooper Rush.
We sat here last week, we're like, Cooper Rush? Like, who is this guy? Is there another starter in the NFL that's undefeated and their career starts? Right now, Cooper Rush is out there. Look at him. They're fired up, getting it done. Jerry Jones said, it's one of the greatest feelings I can remember in a long time. That's how he described the win in week 2, them beating the Cincinnati Bengals. For me, this Cowboy team, you see them celebrating on the sideline. They're fired up. Jerry's fired up. Find somebody to hug. It was a beautiful thing. The Cowboys, they were able to come victorious in week 2 after going through losing Dak in week 1. A nice way to respond.
It is a nice way. And here's a nice way for me to respond to you. I'm going to talk about defense. The most impressive defense in the NFL through 2 weeks has been the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm going to go with the Bucs. They wiped out the Cowboys, and that was including the Cowboys with Dak. They wiped out the Saints. Now, here's the thing. There's a lot of shiny objects with Tampa Bay right now. And it is Tom Brady and being all upset and all the mystery and intrigue with him. And there's photos of him where it's almost unsettling. I don't know if he looks well, and I mean that. Mike Evans is suspended. There's all these shiny objects. Don't look away from the prize, which is Devin White et al. Wrecking people on the field. Wrecking people on the field. Don't forget that the Super Bowl win was Devin White et al. Wrecking people on the field. They have the Packers this week. It is probably the biggest game of the week. Their defense has been awesome, like the best in the league. Pick sixes, sacks, everything. Despite all the stuff that is going on, and despite that Brady can't beat the Saints, they have such a terrible history in the Superdome. Suspensions, fights, everything. They're 2-0. They're cruising. Todd Bowles is animated on the sideline. I like what Tampa has going on in spite of it. Like, this too shall pass. They're going to get through some stuff right now. In the meantime, just what do we say all the time, Peter? Just stack wins. Stack wins, play defense. You'll get where you need to be. The Bucs, for me, after 2 weeks, look good.
That was 2 wins on the road in very hostile environments. And they got wins.
Yep.
I think you said the Cowboys had a turbulent offseason, our team we talked about. I think no team had a more turbulent offseason than the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah.
Hopkins is suspended, and Kyler has his issues with the contract. And they lose 47-7 in week 1.
Oh, man.
And then they're down 20-0. That's 67-7.
Yeah, it was.
And I think this might have been a season-saving comeback for the Arizona Cardinals. I learned a lot about what that locker room has going on and what Kyler Murray is capable of. This is the Kyler Murray you spend all the money on. It's like, you know, they write up plays in the dirt and go figure it out, Kyler. An incredible comeback from 20 points down. He never quit. He always had an answer. And it felt like the Raiders just weren't even on the field in the second half and overtime because the Cardinals possessed the ball the entire time. Kyler Murray takes his team back from 20-0 on the road in a game that everyone was firing the head coach online and saying that they can hopefully get out of this contract somehow prematurely because he doesn't have it. Cardinals are 1-1, just like the 49ers are, just like the Rams are, just like the Seahawks are, and Kyler Murray may have had as impressive a performance as any quarterback in the league in week 2, and that includes Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Tua Tagovailoa, and all the rest. I cannot say enough about the heart and the unity that team had in the second half after everyone had already written them off 3 halves into their season. The Cardinals are alive. They might not be alive and well, but they are alive right now, and that is a testament to Kyler Murray and that comeback that they had.
Alive and well in the AFC South would be the Jacksonville Jaguars. My goodness. They got to win. They got to win. They got a shutout. They shut out the Colts at home 24-0. And a well-rounded win last night would be considered the Bills. They looked great. The Eagles, well-rounded. And the Jaguars. Every facet of the game for the Jacksonville Jaguars looked tremendous against the Colts. Trevor Lawrence completed 83% of his passes. He found Christian Kirk twice. But the defense, that other Josh Allen in the league, the one that's not ranked 13th in the top 100, the rookies, Devin Lloyd and Trayvon Walker, they were all over the field. They picked off Matt Ryan 3 times. Jonathan Taylor, some would call him an MVP caliber running back. I don't know who those people are. Held to 54 yards in this game. This is an offense that is supposed to be an AFC contender, and they held them scoreless. I always find it fascinating when a team is unable to put points on the board. You get down to the 7-yard line, the 9, put it through the uprights, put 3 on the board.
Can't get shut out at the professional level.
You cannot get shut out at a professional level.
Can't do that.
The Jacksonville Jaguars, but to circle back to Trevor Lawrence, I think he looked comfortable and confident. It's almost like he's well coached. I don't know. I think Doug Peterson is such a fit, and he knew Frank Reich. He knows what Frank Reich is going to bring to the table. Doug Peterson was all over this game. The Jaguars look good, and this isn't like a surprise, congratulations, but it's only week 2. Like, no, if the Jaguars keep playing like this, they have a real legitimate shot to win this division.
Yeah, they do.
Jacksonville Jaguars, week 2.